Hello, I'm David Auden. I teach in the theology department at St. Louis University, and my doctorate is in philosophies and theologies of peace and justice. So what I've been interested in for many years is the relationship between religion and violence, genocide, and war. A relationship between religion and violent conflict. I think in many historical cases where different religious groups have fought each other, it wasn't that they were fighting in the name of their religion or about religious beliefs. It was usually over the control of a certain piece of land, a certain territory. For example, in the Crusades, you had Christian groups and Muslim groups fighting each other over the control of the Holy Land, the Middle East. No religious group that teaches that violence against the innocent is the moral thing to do. All the religions teach that violence should never be used against innocent people. If fighting has to be done, it's only between soldiers, between combatants. And so sometimes when people think that they are fighting in the name of their religion and terrorize innocent people, that's not acceptable according to Christianity or according to Islam or any other religion. Presently in the world today, there are some conflicts between Muslims and Christians, and the most current example, of course, is with the group called ISIS, led by a man named Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi, who wants to reestablish the caliphate, which would be the representation for all Muslims in the world. But all Muslim scholars have informed al-Baghdadi that no one individual can simply declare themselves to be a caliph, that it has to be something agreed upon by all the Muslims in the world, and there are over 1.5 billion Muslims right now. And so what ISIS is doing, and what other groups that have done terrible things against innocent civilians, is not the teaching, true teaching of Islam. In Islam, there's the teaching of jihad, which means to struggle in the cause of God, and that can take many different forms. In the military form, it means only fighting in self-defense. If anyone would attack innocent civilians, then that would be considered extremely immoral and not promoted by the Quran. In fact, the Quran says that if anyone kills an innocent person, it is as if they had killed the whole world. And yet some people in the name of religion or their interpretation of their religion are doing terrible things. And that's certainly not possible according to Islam or according to Christianity. Because there are a number of examples where terrible things have been done in the name of religion, some people have argued maybe the world would be better off if there were no religion at all. I don't agree with that. I think that the religions of the world have an important role to play. And of course, if members of these religions actually live out the true teaching of the religion, then I think we'll have a much more peaceful and just world. Because all the great religions teach the golden rule of how people should treat each other. They all teach some basic commandments, most importantly, not to kill. And they teach about special virtues and values. So I think much good has come about because of the religions of the world. Just because some things have been done in a very terrible way in the name of religion, that doesn't mean we should get rid of religion itself. What we need to do is reform all the religions and make sure that people understand the true teaching of each religion.